welcome back to the channel. So I did some cleanup of the tracks. You know, I did all my cleanup work and I got it everything reassigned and renamed, and I've got my vocals first and the guitars and the bass guitar, and then on the second row I've got my lead guitar, which I need to double on because it's too quiet. You'll see. I'm going to play this back. And then on the third row I've got all my drums, and I still have room for more tracks. So what I'm going to do really quickly is just run through this really fast and show you how I set up like a rough mix. So this will just be a rough mix, but just a playback. And I like to do this at different points just to kind of hear, because if you're always in headphones you get kind of one impression. It's nice to kind of light the room up, you know, with some real speakers and move air for a minute. This is going to be coming through in mono, and right now everything's pretty much in mono in the recording. I'm not doing a lot of panning and trying to do things from speaker to speaker, so that shouldn't matter too much. And I'll warn you, this thing does not sound great. It's not kind of underpowered. It's this weird amp I got once for 150 bucks. Tim sold it to me, a really good deal. And I was going to use it for my keyboard, my synth at home, but it's ended up being kind of like a PA speaker, like you can sing through it. So I use it as an extra way to like vocal PA, like when I get together with friends, and for weird stuff like this. And since it's not worth anything, I just kind of use it for weird stuff. But I can't say I really recommend this amp, you know, for much of anything. It's underpowered. Alright, so let's just see what happens here. I'm going to start with the drums and just kind of come in with everything else, and then I'll restart it with a proper beginning and just like play it through. You might find it interesting to hear what I have so far, because I've been recording it and doing all this work without anyone actually, you know, hearing the music itself. So I'll start off with just one snare, one bass drum. We'll see what that sounds like, and then we'll start adding tracks in so you can kind of see what you know, my process. Okay, that's the one snare and the one bass drum. Okay, I'll start adding in drums. That's the other bass and the other snare. Now I'm going to start with the rest of the kit. Let's do the left side of the snare, the tom, and the cymbal that kind of comes in right here. It's like the left side of the kit. Now here we do the right side of the kit. That's the other rhythm mic that sits like right here, you know, aimed at the bass drum. No, I'm sorry, this is the double of the left. Now we do the one with the aimed at the bass drum. I'm going to just bring them both into here at once. Okay, so there's the whole kit. Let's find the guitars. Okay, so let's just start it from the beginning. I'll let you hear the whole song, see how it sounds.
Sense go blind, even though you wanna see it. That's so fine, even though you can't feel it. It's alright, it's alright. Now it's so much better.
Little guitar that I added at home.
This time that's it, so good. Begging to see how you can. Last night, don't sleep, you hours. Begging to see the brightness we had. Your ghost down, even though you wanna see it. You're so fine, even though you can't feel it. It's alright, it's alright. Now there's so much better.
Drums up a little bit.
We know there's someone out there, some psychic vagabond. We know there's something out there, can't be the only ones. You go blind, even though you wanna see it. You're so fine, even though you can't feel it. It's alright, it's alright. We know there's so much better. We know that. We know that. We know that. We know that.
Okay, that's the rough mix. Obviously, an incredibly rough mix. It hasn't been mastered. It hasn't been properly mixed. I'm basically just playing back at level all the stuff I've recorded so far. And this one, luckily, I documented all the actual recordings. I think that's the first time, a couple times, I've been able to document some of the recordings, but then later I would get them at home, you know, when off camera. But this one I actually documented all the actual takes I used on camera, which is a nice document for myself. I'm excited about that. Just the main reason, you know, I started doing this stuff is to document these projects, because it's so easy to just forget what it was you were doing and like when you were doing it and what you actually did. So I encourage keeping some kind of journal when you're recording with the Zoom, you know, just so you don't forget what happened. You can learn a lot that way. All right, so that's pretty cool. Now the problem is got to have some more songs. I really need to write like 3 of them pronto. So no time to be screwing around. I need to get home, get on my guitar, and get serious about grinding. Next time.